Okay, thank you. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Israeli Impact Multiplier event. We're really very glad to have participants joining us from Israel and from abroad. My name is Samia Zaid, and I'm the coordinator of the Impact Project from the Western Galilee College side. Before we begin, I would acknowledge that we are holding this event during a time of war. And because of the current situation in Israel, there may be sirens or missile alerts during the meeting. If that happens, please note that some participants may need to disconnect and go to a safe place. This is completely understandable, and we will keep the Zoom meeting open so the discussion can continue. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Professor Rhonda Sofer from Gordon Academic College of Education, who will moderate this event. Thank you again for joining us, and I wish everybody a successful meeting. Okay, Rhonda, the floor is yours.
You're on mute, Rhonda.
Okay, hi, hello. Very happy to be moderating this very special event for a virtual exchange program of the European Commission, Impact. It was an amazing project that it's running for 3 years. It's officially not closed yet. And what we have accomplished is pretty amazing. And what we want to do now is in this event, share what how our different institutions have been impacted in various ways from this very amazing program. Everybody sees the PowerPoint?
Yes.
Yes?
No, put it on the.
You don't see the PowerPoint?
We
Yes,
do. We do. Just put it on the mode, on the full
Okay,
mode.
well, yes, I am.
No, you're
Okay.
now it's good.
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, for those of you who weren't in the project, Impact, the Inter-Mediterranean Peace and Collaboration, is a consortium of different universities, colleges, NGOs, youth groups, and technical partners from Europe, Israel, and Morocco. It focuses on designing and piloting virtual exchanges, and they connected the partners from different regions, and not only the partners, people that weren't in institutions that weren't part of the project. We did this through seminars, workshops for staff. We organized COIL courses where hundreds of students participated together from all over the world. And we organized debates for our students and staff. And we have toolboxes that encourage intercultural dialogue. Now, the aim, the purpose was to foster intercultural dialogue and soft skills. And the project did this through all the events presented in the previous slide. And the values and behaviors that we wanted to promote included tolerance and intercultural understanding, which we all know is critical in our region, critical thinking and media literacy, active citizenship and shared values, and digital and soft skills development. So this was the major purpose, and we did this in many different ways. But I think one of the key cornerstones of our innovation is the consortium itself, because there have been very, very few European projects that connected universities and colleges from Israel and Morocco. And we were able to do this through an amazing coordinator, Kostas, and if somebody can pronounce his last name, I'll be very happy.
Professor Pedritis.
Okay, from Hellenic Mediterranean University, who was has been an amazing coordinator and united us all in this very amazing project. We're talking about impact. Wait a second, there should have been a previous. Wait, okay, and then I'm going to stop share. I had a link to show you the website, because from the website you get to see our amazing projects. It must have been deleted by somebody. So I'm going to go into the website because
it's okay, Rhonda. You have it there. We have it at the end of the
yeah, I want you to
presentation.
have it here because right now I'm showing it now. So let me just share again. Share screen. Share. The the project has an amazing website, but I think what is really amazing is the tools and the learning materials that we have. For example, if you go into our website, and there is the link at the end of the project, the show, you have online activities. And from the online activities, you can see 90 different learning training videos that were given, whether it was for internationalization of the curriculum, Bing and chat, how to use an AI, human rights education, Perplexity, which is an amazing tool, some claim better than chat. So we have here 90 different videos where you can be trained and you can learn how to use different tools and learn more about different topics by amazing lecturers. So this is one of the important parts that we have, tools that we have, how to make quizzes with Google, do research. So one of the major, I think, outcomes and impact of our program has been these learning tools. And if you go, you have the our courses, the COIL courses that were given. So I would suggest, because we can't present everything in this hour and a half, that you go into the website and see what we have. We gave around 10 different COIL courses. Some are running, 2 are running this semester. It's amazing you see hundreds of students together going into breakout rooms from different countries and discussing common themes from different perspectives. It's a real learning experience. I wanted to promote mutual understanding, and I think this is one of the strengths of this particular project. Let me go back. Now, do you see the the PowerPoint presentation, or I have to stop sharing and go back on?
We're seeing it. We see.
Okay, super. Okay, so the purposes of the project, the aims, were promoted through all of our activities. Now the consortium, which I presented, now since this is a whole seminar on impact, it's important to talk about what do we mean by impact. And according to the OECD and even the EU program guides, they look at impact as referring to the broader and long-term changes resulting from a program, and it occurs on multiple levels. It can occur on the individual level, on the organizational level, and on the institutional level. And on the individual level, we talk about changes in skills, attitudes, practices. A faculty member participating in an international project improves their communication skills, their English, if English is not their first language. There's a lot of different ways in which an individual or professional can be impacted through these programs, networking, research, other initiatives. So there's all this exciting ways in which an individual can be impacted by an international project such as our impact. It could be departmental. In other words, if you have a department, specific department participating in a project, it enlarges their collaboration, their network. It provides them with different models for teaching, and it gives them a different structure sometimes for learning and teaching and with their students. I know for many of the Israeli institutions, the whole idea of learning outcomes was a new approach because it focuses on what the students learn rather than what the teacher teaches. And when we were first starting to participate in these programs, we didn't understand, it took us a while to understand that it's not so important what we lecture, it's important what the students are learning and how they're learning. And so the whole credit system is organized differently, not through frontal lectures, but through how much time does a student need to invest to learn the material. So in terms of structuring a department or an institution, this participating in EU projects gives us a new way of understanding how learning should take place in the 21st century. And it could, of course, change your institution in terms of policy, your strategy for internationalization, and even your organizational culture, how you look at your goals and your aims and your strategic policies for your institution. I'll give you a simple example. When Gordon College first started to enter into these sort of programs, we had to develop a whole economic way of organizing the money that we got according to EU rules and regulations, and not only Israeli rules and regulations. So this changed or added to our accounting and our financial management by seeing the necessity of growing and being able to handle in euros in our institution and maintaining the proper guidelines for financial management. Now, today's discussion will present how our consortium was impacted in different ways by impact. And we've developed a series of questions for our panel, and the different members of the panel will discuss each issue, but we'll also open it up to other members of the consortium to add to the discussion. So one of the first questions that we thought about was institutional impact. What has been the most significant impact of the Impact Virtual Exchange project on your institution? And leading this discussion will be Dr. Ayelet Schor from Yisrael Valley College, and she will explain what happened to her college, and then we'll sort of ask our other colleagues in the consortium to talk about how it impacted their institution. Ayelet?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, Rhonda. Thank you. And hi, everyone. Hello. It's so amazing to see so many faces in this gathering. And when I was presented with this question, I haven't seen, obviously, Rhonda's presentation before, but she has just mentioned individual impact, departmental impact, and institutional impact. And that's kind of how I approach this question, because I feel that the impact of this project, the impact project on the Yisrael Valley College, where I work, I'm a lecturer there, and I'm also a part of the international office, was multi-layered. And I tried to understand how to map it. And I have to say that, first of all, this was our college first international project of this scale. So it provided us with the opportunities on every level. For us, for the college itself, for the international office and the college itself, we got to meet and introduce ourselves to so many colleagues from various countries and institutions, and each brought something else, something different to the consortium, to the table, to improve our skill set and change the way we see things. And through that, new and exciting collaborations were established and are fully active today. So it's very satisfying to see. We also had the opportunity to learn, to watch and learn how a large and complex project is run, such as the Impact Project. We saw how people identify challenges, especially Professor Petridis and all the associates, how they address them. So that was also very interesting. Our staff, which is the second level, were presented, as Rhonda has already shown, with various activities and topics they could choose from, they can use, they can learn, and subsequently they improve their skills. Some of them even dared and built their own international coils as a result, which are very successful, by the way. And then, of course, there are our students. So the whole of the college students, I know, are enjoying professors and lecturers that have enhanced abilities thanks to the impact activities. For example, the AI course, which was just concluded a while ago. And within those students, there are, of course, the ones who had the privilege to attend Impact Beeps and Coils courses that they took part in, to meet students and professors from other countries, to learn about things that weren't in their schedule, in their degree. And for some of them to visit wonderful Crete as part of an international week, which is a whole other experience to their skill sets. So, as I said, various levels of impact, and it's really exciting to see where it takes us. But this is for us, for the Israel Valley College, as I said, kind of a new experience, and we're lucky to be a part of the Impact Project. But I was wondering if anyone else would like to share, maybe a larger institution or a more established ones. Nava?
Yes. Hi, everybody. My name is Nava. I'm the head of the multidisciplinary school in HIT. And in fact, what we did is through this project, we actually brought multidisciplinary activities to the whole institution widely. Actually, I would say marketing these courses and these activities, and very high profile. And with our international department, created a kind of halo around these activities. So students actually wanted to be part of this, not only because you meet other people, we'll talk about the influence of the students, but really the change was starting to look at this and other projects, international, as again, as you said, Ayelet, on the institutional level, on the private level, and academic level. So we were able to actually create new courses or new topics that now enabled you to cooperate with other countries. One of the things that want to mention to the activities Rhonda detailed was the peace talks. And the peace talks was something that changed not only our institution, but I saw that others, because we did not expect the war, and the war happened, and we needed to adjust. So you needed to adjust from the administrative point of view, from the topic point of view, from every point of view. And all of a sudden, we started to do activities that were related not only to us in Israel, but also to Ukraine and Georgia and other countries. And we created the peace talks, the peace lectures. And it was amazing because we started to share academic experience within this ecosystem, and it changed us. It changed the way we talked about our academic activities, and for me that was maybe the major contribution.
Okay,
thank you, Nava. Very interesting.
Does anybody else want to say anything?
Yes, Elena, I see your hand raised.
Hello, everyone. I'm so thrilled to be here. It's really been a remarkable 3 years for all of us within Impact. And again, thank you so much for all the guests and additional audience who joined us to learn about internationalization and what Erasmus Plus Virtual Exchange projects can bring. So as a representative of Virtual Exchange Center, as a partner in this project, I would like to mention that I'm also a newcomer. Our organization, it's been our first Erasmus grant. And I just wanted to highlight how important and how, again, remarkable and important the impact of Erasmus support is for this kind of projects and partnerships. Because it just shows that higher education is not just like, a separate bubble, academic, it just brings academia to a wider impact. Again, the word impact appears again. And I think the fact that our consortium consists not only from universities, we have colleges, higher education institutions, but also we have 2 private companies, we have nonprofit organizations, we have a youth organization center, technology organization, Meital, and this kind of collaboration is really innovative, I believe, because it's not something you expect from university professors just to teach. Yes, we delivered a lot of interesting, innovative ways to teach and deliver training to staff and students, but also the way our companies and organizations have been affected is remarkable in a sense that we all collaborated between our different settings, and it's really, really important. So it's been a huge honor for us to be part of this amazing project, and I would like to congratulate all of my partners. I think the actual organizational impact is not just organizational, but really, really personal as well. I can attest that I've gained not only new, connections and colleagues, but also really, really good friends. I can really say with my full heart that I've gained friends from this project, and it's those kind of relationships and connections that will only last for I hope for the rest of our lives, and we will continue collaborating, and it's really, really been impactful. So I wanted to bring this up a little bit, and also just to mention to the guests, to those who are not again familiar with Erasmus and how the project is built. This is a huge opportunity to any institution, school, organization, again, nonprofit, like company. If you have a vision, if you have something you envision, you can contribute to the community, to higher education, to internationalization, to the vision of your country, of your region. This is the place, and I think this is what we've done so hard and worked so hard on to represent our Israeli context and bring it towards our partners in Europe, in Morocco, and MENA, and beyond. We really reached a global audience from far beyond our deliverables and the designated goals. So I'm really, really proud to have been part of it. And thank you so much. And congratulations to all my colleagues and friends. Thank you so much. Glad to be here.
Yeah, I just want to reinforce what Elena has said. We had participants from South America. So one of the challenges is when can we have the COIL courses where with the different timelines, we can have the students participate at a reasonable time. And that was a challenge, but we were able to overcome that. And it's so rewarding to see that you can take an NGO or even a university and see how it's been impacted. And I would just like to add one thing to Ayelet's talk. I had the privilege of participating in a conference that they did for their own faculty. And one of the purposes of this event was for them to think of COIL courses that they could design and teach with another partner in Europe or in the world. So here is a college that never participated in a Erasmus program or major international program, and already the international office has moved it forward. And they had around 40 faculty members from their own institution sitting together in round tables and thinking about how to design and develop COIL courses. So that's an amazing accomplishment, and I have a great appreciation of this college for making this, for doing this. It's really exceptional in a positive way. Okay, let me go back to the. Anybody else would like to say something? Or we have all these different topics. Some of them we've already hit upon, but that's okay. We'll just move on. So let me just share. So we've talked about the institutional impact. I hope that you see the PowerPoint. Now the next topic, we had different topics, is the faculty experience. So how did participating in COIL courses or online activities influence your teaching approach or professional development? And here we have Dr. Samia Ziad and Dr. Ilana Mizrahi share their experiences, and then I'm sure other members of our faculty who participated in these courses will want to say something too. Okay, Samia?
Yes. Okay, so I would add to the question that participating in COILs affected not only my teaching approach, but how I see learning happening. Okay, so for me, it influenced my understanding of both learning and teaching in practical ways, and I will explain. At the Western Galilee College, I was involved in registering students to the different calls that, but also in planning, piloting, and assessing some of the calls that we ran within the last 3 years. So I was part of calls on soft skills, digital research skill, leadership, and employability. And recently, I've managed to revisit some of the courses we had at Western Galilee College on sustainability and business English, and we turned these courses, regular courses, into coils, meaning collaborating with other institutions. What was really valuable about working with the new partners, with people who think with you about the course you're delivering, is that you learn how to planning together, co-teaching, co-assessing, and co-delivering sessions. So the whole process feels shared. We think together, we plan together, we make decisions together, which brings about better results and better courses and better experiences for both the teachers and the students. And one important thing is that the idea of reflecting on the process. So we have this quality assurance where we share we share questionnaires, surveys with the students and with the staff, where we look back and learn from our experiences and see how we move forward. So for me, it was not just learning about new content. It's learning about a process, and learning happens only when the students take an important role into the learning process, when they reflect, when they choose, when they connect with other students, when they learn. I remember talking about students' short-term goals and long-term goals. So thinking about their employability and just integrating these ideas. I mean, I learned a lot about not just the courses, but taking ideas and implementing them in other areas that are outside of impact. And as the head of the English unit, I'm the head of the English unit at Western Galilee College, I share these ideas with the people, and we manage to integrate some of the ingredients of impact, adding them to our existing courses and updating our courses. So overall, I would say this gives me useful ideas, useful collaboration, and a chance to look again at learning and teaching and revising syllabi in a more thoughtful way. So
Okay,
I'm grateful for the idea. I think Elena wanted to add here
Yes, I would like
things,
to
and
add.
then we move to the audience.
Yeah, I would like to add that, of course, practice makes perfect, and I've been an English teacher for already more than 20 years, and I've actually been lucky to. I've always enjoyed teaching myself in class, online, and even before being involved in COIL and being part of Impact, I knew that. I was brave enough to always innovate, try new things, bring new technology into my classroom, try new collaborative ways of teaching. Even when online Corona hit, I was really um, going with it and sharing my knowledge and my discoveries with my colleagues. I've been involved in professional development training ever since I remember myself. So I really I felt that I was already kind of prepared for being part of a project like this, to teach online, to be involved in a lot of coils. But I want to say that over the last 3 years, being part of Impact actually have given me an amazing playground. So I had the privilege to reach out to cumulatively, altogether, all the partners, we have already crossed 2,500 students over 3 years. But I've myself personally had a privilege to teach a few hundreds for sure. And of course, doing that it takes some courage. So you have to be brave. But I want to again speak to the audience, to teachers who are here and the lecturers who have not tried or are just learning how to do COIL. And I want to say that it's not. People are afraid to join and experiment with this experience because they think it's more work. I would like to say that it's not more work, because any kind of teaching is a lot of work. It's tons of work. That's why we are here. We love it. We have passion for it. And it's not something that should scare us, right? The amount of work, it's the same amount of work. But honestly, I feel that I've grown myself pedagogically with the tools. Every course, every semester, every lesson, from one week to another, I analyze my own teaching and try to improve, try to do something better, to deliver my content and my knowledge and expertise and share things in a better way. And I think I've grown thanks to this project. So again, I'm really grateful, and I want to thank everyone for this opportunity. And again, I want to invite everyone to become part of this journey, because it's amazing. It's not that much work, because it's the same amount of work you're already doing. So I really think that it's an important experience. For me, it's always been the ultimate pedagogical approach to teach in an international setting, global setting, prepare students for the global employability, for the international, work settings. It's so relevant. As an English teacher, I've always been looking for partners to collaborate, for students to communicate in an authentic, meaningful way. So it's been such a great pleasure to leverage all this international collaboration with so many universities around the globe throughout these 3 years. And my own teaching has improved. I feel that. And I also observe my colleagues. We have been together on this journey from week to week, from one course to another, from one lecture to another. Sometimes I can see that also my colleagues and professors with experience, they are improving every single day. So it's such a rewarding experience for all of us. I really enjoy seeing everyone grow around me, and I invite everyone to join our community and grow together with us.
Thank you, Ilana. I just want to add one sentence, and then we really have to move on to the other topics. In terms of faculty and the impact that these courses can have on you, just by being a lecturer in one of the COIL courses, you listen to other lecturers and see how they present. So in a way, we're not only the lecturers, we're the students. And I've gained tools which I'm going to apply to my next session that I'll be teaching in the leadership course, from watching our colleagues teach. I said, wow, I didn't think that we could do that. That's an amazing idea. And, it could be something simple like having a breakout room in the beginning of a lecture, not the end, in order to engage the students in the learning process. So we're never too old to learn. Somebody said they can't hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Your audio is better now, yes.
Okay, fine. So anyways, we're never too old to learn, and I think that's the beauty of being engaged in teaching, is that even if you're teaching, you're learning, and you can learn. Let me just continue sharing and move on, because there's a lot of topics we need to cover. And I think this is a real important topic, because it's not all. Sometimes we forget that the purpose of colleges and universities are for students. In other words, students are, they ask you as a lecturer, how many articles have you published, and are they ranked articles, and what sort of research are you engaged in, what sort of initiatives are you doing? We sort of, and sometimes our promotion is not based on how well we teach, but on the number of research projects we have, how much money we brought into the institution. Sometimes we forget there are students, and they are the central reason of why we're doing what we're doing. So the students were the key to this. Was a youth virtual exchange program, so the focus is on youth, and I'm so happy that 3 students are willing to talk about how their participation in COIL courses or their online activities influenced them in terms of their personal, professional, and learning experience. So we have Tamar, Ofek, and Omer. Tamar, would you like to start?
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Tamar Shaweh. I'm a student in Western Galilee College. I joined the course last year after just joining my first corporate job, and I had many questions about how to approach things in my corporate job, many things about how things work in the workforce. And the course taught me so much about soft skills and teamwork and leadership and everything that I had a problem with at the very beginning of my career was something that I found a solution with the lecturers here and the people who got did the workshops. I think the course mainly impacted my life then with the fact that I can speak to many people who have very different thoughts and ideologies than I do. And back then it was a very sensitive time for us in Israel, and we were told not to show off or show any signs that we're Israeli. So I was very conflicted about either participating or either going to the course in Greece. But when I got there, everything just every bad thought that I had just disappeared, because we met, the lecturers made a very safe zone for everyone there to feel like they can participate and speak their mind in a very open and safe way. And I got to learn more about what I think I should say around people, but I'm not sure if I'm very okay. Rhonda, I can't
You're
hear you.
doing well.
Okay.
You did very well. Let's hear from Omer and
Ofek.
Ofek.
Hello, hello,
Hi.
everybody. I okay. So my name is Ofek Fried. I'm 26 years old. I'm from the Western Galileo College, and I wish, but I really want to tell you before that maybe it was be allowed here because I'm working in the Ministry of Education. So today is the day that we have all the people here. So I think it will be okay.
Everything is good. We hear you well. You can just continue talking. Everything is perfect.
Okay. Wait for a minute. Maybe Omer first because I have a issue here.
Omer, start.
Hi.
Omer.
Would you like?
Okay,
Would
no
you like
problem.
Omer will speak.
Omer to talk instead now?
Yeah,
I'm
will
looking at the
talk
time
now.
when we have other topics, but we want to hear from the students. So
Can you hear me?
yes.
Okay, so hi everyone. I'm Omer Nino. I'm from HIT College, and I've been in this course 2 years ago. I wanted to share with you that since then, I really learned a lot about the differences in our learning ways. I mean, I knew that we are different cultures, we act different, but it really opened my eyes that the way we even learn different and do teamwork different. And I think it just made everything that I do since then be more refined. I mean, it made me think about the way I approach people when I work in teams, the way I adjust myself, the way I speak, the way I talk, the way I engage, even the way I book my meetings. And it was even if it was really like a fun week to be in, to learn people. I actually still in touch with some people from around the world. That this is amazing. It was really like a growth experience. I really learned a lot from each and every one of the professors.
You know, one of the great things about COIL courses, it gives students that can't travel abroad the opportunity of learning with students from other cultures. Now, Impact was very special because it also had the opportunity for an intensive week together in Chania. So some of the students from the different institutions were able to travel to Chania and have their face-to-face. But in principle, we've had hundreds of students participate in one course that maybe wouldn't have had the opportunity of going physically to another country and learning with others. So COIL courses are very special because it opens accessibility for online, for learning about other cultures through a common course, and that's one of the strengths. I think Stan has his hand up. Stan, would you like to say something?
Okay, you have to shut off the video. Okay, can you hear me? Great. I must reiterate what the students said because I'm Stan Sofer from Gordon College, and I was head of quality assurance and responsible for the feedbacks. And one of the major questions that we asked the students was, what kind of apprehensions did they have before the course?
Is your on? Are you
What?
on? Are you muted?
We can
And-
hear you.
Everybody can hear me?
No,
okay?
you're muted.
And what are their apprehensions about the course? And they were apprehensive. And the impact of Impact is that the students made this major breakthrough in going through the course and confronting their fears, the fears of speaking in English, their fears of speaking with new people from different countries, and came out so much richer and rewarded from this specific academic experience, which only a COIL course can give.
Can I add something?
Yes.
I think the fact that we did multiple workshops also during the course really helped our learning experience, and it broadened our ways of thinking about how a lecture should go. And I can safely say that this is the best course that I've gotten ever since I've gotten into college. And it's something that I will always remember even when I continue on to my MBA.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and
because the time is moving
if-
quickly.
Can I talk or?
Gonda?
Just 1 minute, because we have all the other topics and we have other people that want to talk about
No.
how they were impacted. So, okay, Ofek.
Okay.
Okay.
So everyone said what I wanted to say, but I really enjoyed the course, and because it was different from the traditional learning. The experiential activities were engaging and unique, and they helped me understand the material in a more practical and magnifical way. And I want to say that one of the best value that what is the best is the connection that I had with people from different countries, and we are until today we are in touch, and we talk about all of the situation in Israel, and I met a really good friends there. It's not just learning, not just for school. It's for life.
Thank you very much. And unfortunately, the time is flying, which shows that it's
Yes.
interesting and moving quickly. So let's move to the next topic. Unless somebody has something that they have to say, then we'll
No, I just wanted people to see the number of students who registered to our courses. I share this in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
Just
Thank
for
you
one
very much.
year. This is 1 year statistics.
You see that thousands have taken our courses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Share. Okay. All right. So this was we have here. Let's see if Nava can briefly summarize what she felt were the from a teacher's point of view. What kind of learning outcomes or benefits did you observe among students who participate in choral courses or related activities? And since we're sort of running short of our time limit, Nava, if you can be nikutati, very.
I'll be brief.
Okay.
Planning courses for such a diverse population, culturally coming from different disciplines, with diverse population of teachers also is very, very challenging. So what we try to do is, for example, I'll give an example here with us. We have Dr. Hillel Eyal, and I think Yoel is also, Dr. Yoel Tawil, which together they came out of the idea of leadership. What do we want to see in our leaders today? And this is how we started. But we figure out that we cannot talk about leaders of today if we don't know what leaders in history are, or some important leadership mentors. Also, we figured out that we need to adapt also to different aspects of leadership. And this is how we started to think about it. So everything was multi-layer. Also, when we started this project, as Samia indicated, some of the courses had hundreds of people participated. How do you manage such a huge course with such huge number of participants, maintaining academic level, maintain discipline, and also bring value? All of that was, although I did a lot of international projects, but still it was a challenge. The solution, or one aspect of the solution, is teamwork. And as everybody said before me, it was a real teamwork. And that teamwork helped us to figure out, of course, after, post-mortem after the course, because it was given 2 or 3 times. So we are learning from our mistakes or challenges, and also the good things that we learn from the students and the quality assurance that we do. But it was always iterative process of thinking and designing and fixing and looking at the students, at what they can, not only what they want, or what we want, but also what they can actually achieve in this framework of 1 semester, which is short, which is online. And yes, the meetings, the real meetings that we had in Greece were incredible and was like the highlight of the course. But nevertheless, even the courses that were only COIL, only online, the fact that we could bring the best lecturers and to make it very accurate for them, and for them to be active, doing projects, doing teamwork together, that was, in my opinion, both a challenge, but also the gist of this, the impact project is to not only make impact, but cooperation. And that enabled that on the academic level, on the cultural level, on the sustainable level even. So how do you sustain a course like that, huge? Now we have, if I'm not mistaken, 250 people in our leadership course. It's amazing. How do you teach 250 people, do projects, and also bring value? So that's my answer.
And
I
engage
will
them.
answer you, Nava. You teach it when you have partners working with you, thinking with you, planning with you the course. How many teachers do you have in this course, Hillel? How many teachers do you have working with you in that course?
This course specifically, well, right
Yes.
now, teachers the people who give the workshops, we have 10, because it's a relatively short course. But in terms of, if you count also supervisors and professors from the other universities,
Behind the scenes.
it's about 25 to 30 people.
So in English, we say 2 hits are better than 1, and now we say 20 hits are better than 1.
Okay, thank you very much, and let's go on. This should have been a 3-hour event, but it is what it is, and we'll just continue to move forward. Let me just see the share again. Share. So we have the student impact. The next topic is international collaboration, which I think we've sort of said in different ways that what we've gained. What insights did you gain about international dialogue and collaborations through working with partners from different countries? Samia, do you want to add something, or should we move on because of the time?
May I say something? May I
Yes.
say something about
Yes.
that?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
We don't have here, I don't know if we have here our partners from Morocco. I don't know if they are here. But I want to say it was a challenge, but we learned a lot. And there were things we could not do that we planned to do. And we couldn't get some of the scope of the project because of some issues that we had in the past 2 years. But I can tell you for sure that we have spoken, we conversed, we had conversations, we were thinking together, if it's behind the scenes or even if it's meeting in Greece, that we were sitting and talking unofficially. And we have partners here. I see one coming. So that they had different political views and some restrictions that they had on engaging with us. We overcame all of that, mostly because of Costa's spirit. He was the leader that says, anyone that wants to work is welcome here. Somebody who doesn't want to work is not welcome here. But all of us, we put everything aside because we had one mission: to succeed in spite and despite every obstacle that we had, and we had. Okay.
And we had a lot.
And
we had a lot.
And this shows what the basis of intercultural communication is: sharing a common vision and common goals. And I think with Impact, we shared that vision, even though politically it might have been a challenge, but that enables communication, dialogue, and just mutual understanding.
And a little bit of fun, Rhonda. We also had a little bit of fun.
We had to,
Yeah, sure.
Well, yeah. But we had a saying: what happens in Chania stays in Chania. So
yeah, and I would add that Costas, as the lead manager of this coordinator of this project, he always talked about not having only good intentions and ideas. We always talked about deliverable, like turning ideas into actions. And by integrating this huge amount of students into our courses and adding academics or staff members or colleagues joining our activities, we managed to create a community where people learn how to communicate differently, plan differently, understanding is differently, but at the end of the day, manage to work together, coming up with better results.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And I think we should move on. But there was, it's so meaningful to hear how different colleagues have been impacted by this amazing project. It wasn't just a project that, okay, we got 3 years, we got our budget, we'll have to do academically A, B, C, D. It went beyond that. And I think the fact that it was a project that revolved around promoting important values in this 21st century and Costas's really stubbornness that we should focus on the things that are important and put aside these differences that we may have was essential to what we achieved. So let's continue. So that's the international collaboration. Lessons learned. What were the most important lessons learned from implementing choral and virtual exchange activities within your institution? Ronnie, are you there?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay. So
hey, everyone.
It's your
yeah, it's my take.
And to share with us.
Okay. So my name is Ronnie, and I'm the manager of the international office of the Max Stern Israeli Valley College. I'm very honored to be here and to see all of you. I think there was a lot of thank you notes from all of my partners, so I will get right into it. In terms of lesson learned, I think one of the most important thing that we understood from this process is the importance of branding in, meaning understanding that everyone is an ambassador, and it doesn't matter whether it's an academic staff, a management staff, the student, our colleague, our friends. You need to recognize the fact that you are not just working from the inside out, but also within your inside area of impact, to say the least, because it's really easy to go and to say, okay, I need now to have those 10 students to come over with me. And now I need to have this lecture and have him on board. But there are a lot of people within your college and out there that you need to bring on board with you. Because once they are there and they are with you, magic happen, and you see that you have their full loyalty along the way, and you see that you are establishing through partnership, through friendship. So I think this is the most valuable lesson. By the way, in my personal opinion, this is a personal lesson as well. This is something you can take with you on your daily life, on your professional life, just as well. Always start within the inside branding. Consider everyone as an ambassador, as your partner, and you see how you build a community that is true and fundamental and loyal along the entire journey.
Thank you very much. Wow, this really, I need to move along because we still have other topics and only really 15 minutes
understood.
for our team. So I apologize for cutting people short, but we just must, let's see what we else have to discuss. Okay. So lessons learned. Nava, I think we should just wait with the challenges and solutions and go to some of the other topics and save that towards the end. I want people that haven't had the opportunity of talking, such as Eli Shmueli, talk about sustainability here and how can the practices developed during the impact project be sustained or expanded in the future. And then we'll go back to the challenges and towards the end, and we talk about future programs.
Hi, everybody. I'm Eli Shmueli from Meital, IUCC, Inter-University Center for E-Learning. And we're in a different position here in this project. We are involved with learning technology in the Higher Education Institute in Israel, and we promote technology in the, teaching and learning. So our perspective is a little bit different, and we're involved in this project and try to think how this content and knowledge and all the impact that this project brings during the 3 years to be sustainable and to take it to the next level. I need to say that I must say that I was involved in at least 7 to 10 projects in the past, mostly Erasmus, Horizon, and the impact, actually, the name of this project, it was amazing. I saw the numbers of COL courses and the program that we bring together and the knowledge that we all gather and I think the infrastructures and the knowledge and the process for building these courses all together. And in the end of that, and creating content, and in the end of that, build a nice community that works together. The group of the people that are around here, but there is another circles, at least 2 circles around us. The next one is the partners from all over, from Israel, in some cases from Morocco, and of course Europe, our college and partners, and of course students and the expert and teachers all together brings a large community that deals, and we saw the numbers before it was mentioned, and I think all this knowledge should be sustained and continue working for the next period of time. And this is a big challenge. Usually it's a challenge because of this project when it ends, it ends. And we are try to think together how to bring this together and to make it, let's say, the continuous of this project. We had some chance or some ideas in the past, but of course, to bring all the knowledge that it's already there and it's going to be available based on the infrastructure and the courses that are already there. Most of it's all online. But I think there is a way that we maybe should think what will be our next as a group that works together and maybe with Meital infrastructure that can support that to continue this activity. It can continue to another projects, but it's continue as a local Israeli with our partners collaboration that can work together.
Well, those are very okay. You want a concluding sentence, and I just want to add, two things.
Yeah. So this is the main idea, and it's of course it can be part of a mini program. It can be part of the calls. We didn't mention that, but we have in a parallel activity that goes to teachers with AI tools and skills and lots of activity around it, and the call it's of course another aspect of that. And the scope of the activity and the knowledge that we have gathered together, it's amazing. And I think we should find a way to sustain and collaborate for the next future.
What I'm really excited to say that we already see the sustainability and the continuity of this program because we have a new Erasmus project called HOPE, which promotes peace education in higher education. I'm involved in another project that I'm definitely going to bring some of the tools of impact in, even though they're not with our impact colleagues, called Peace Building Lab, in which it's a virtual exchange for youth that's promoting a peace through different activities, usually sports, but what we learned in impact can definitely be applied there. Thank you very much, and let's just continue to try to hit the topics that we wanted because we only have 10 more minutes for us to talk, and then we have to open it up for questions to our audience that have been pretty loyal and staying with us here. So we have future collaborations, which I just I would like Naim to say something because he hasn't talked yet. And Naim is the CEO of an amazing youth organization in Akko. Naim, why don't you use this opportunity to talk about the opportunities you see for continuing or expanding the collaboration between the partners after the project ends, and give us in 1 minute the sort of activities that you did for with the youth for impact.
Okay, thank you everyone. It's good to have you here today with us. I would like to concentrate today about youth. I think this was exactly what we did at ACAT because we see what's the importance actually of sharing activities across borders. If I want to highlight what could be like an opportunity or continuation or expanding the collaboration. First of all, it was very important that we keep doing and exposing our youth to the partners, the academic opportunities. I think combining the informal education with the formal education, allowing our youth to see their future opportunities is very important. And I think the most important was with this project is to allow our youth to see cross-regional and cross-borders, international academic opportunities, working together as one team within Israel borders with others from other countries, allowed our youth to see the opportunities that we can have, especially if we can expand more and work together more in these opportunities. Now, cross-cultural activities and international connections, I think it will always help to overcome the barriers and fear of the youth from the unknown, and will also motivate them to consider future academic path options. If we talk about youth at risk, and from our end, youth would be between 14 years old up to 18 years old. I know in Europe, it will go above that, even to 30 years old. But seeing the whole picture and dealing with that, it will allow us actually to build better opportunities and to allow them to see the horizon or the vision of getting all connected. And I think what we started here together with the connect through an art or AI or photography, it did allow them to see that this is possible. They can do this through the small skill we give them. I also think that as partners, we can facilitate more the process of exposing them together to all other opportunities we have around us working together. And also, if we see and foster the partnership for future international projects, I think the uniqueness of this group together, coming together, did allow us to see that we can foster more and more international projects. And from here, I would like also to send a message for the diversity, unity, and resilience through this unique project. And our youth usually speak these languages because they speak Arabic, Hebrew, English, and they come together. So I see it all as an opportunity to expand our work together and to continue expanding and collaborating together for this special movement. Thank you all.
Thank you, Naim. I just want to add that Naim is an organization that brings together Arabic-speaking and Hebrew-speaking youth to work on projects and to learn skills together. And he has an amazing organization, amazing people that are committed to his work, the work that they do there, and he has amazing results. It was a real pleasure for me to get to know you and the work that you've done and to see the results of the youth activities that came through your organization. So I want to personally thank you for this. It was just really amazing. So thank you.
Thank you, Professor Rondo. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Okay, let me continue. We're almost, we have 4 minutes, and we're going to keep to the schedule because, let's see, advice to others. So here, we're going to, what advice would you give to institutions or faculty members interested in implementing COIS or virtual exchange? I'm going to let Stan talk for 2 minutes, and then Ronnie, if you have something to say, and Nava, if you want to talk about challenges that we overcame. I can give you each a minute and 30 seconds. Go ahead, Stan.
Okay, you have to close the audio. Okay.
Then we can't hear you. Can you unmute yourself?
Dan, you're muted.
Okay. I want to share a PowerPoint with you very quickly. Okay. Very quickly go over it. What I did yesterday when I was told that I was going to talk, I took all the student feedbacks from this semester and I took the faculty feedbacks, and this is what we learned, and this is the advice I would give for future COIL courses. And they are, and this is from the students and the teachers and what they say. Clear design and structure. If you have a structured course, Ilana is a perfect example of
Stan,
an organization.
Stan, because of the time, just go through 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to share the PowerPoint.
Okay. Very important interactive student centering and learning. The use of breakout rooms is essential. Group works. The timing. Okay, I'm just not even going to look at the PowerPoint. The timing is essential. The coordination with the coordinating coordinator of the course. Each lecturer that gives is essential if you come prepared. I'm trying to think of all the things that really make a COIL course successful, and I think we've learned through our own experiences, and we can really set the standards for many other people. Facilitation, the interaction, it's crucial. The logistics, being ready, because that was one of the challenges that we had, were logistical challenges. Of course, the intercultural collaboration, which the students have mentioned. And again, if we take the example of the numbers, how to deal with a lot of numbers. So if I want to summarize, I'm going to say this, it's very simple. COIL is not just an online course. It's a comprehensive pedagogical model.
Integrating
Interactive learning, exchange, and soft skills. And it's done by clear design, strong coordination, and active facilitation. Okay, I'm done.
Stop sharing. Stan, stop sharing, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Ronnie, do you have 1 minute to add something to that?
Yes, I know we are. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Understood. I know we're at out of time. So I think the best key for me for you to take with you is just do it. I know that things are a bit overwhelming, and you heard about a lot about challenges and things that we need to overcome. And there's always a voice that will say you don't do that, or maybe this will go wrong. Forget about all of that and just do it.
Okay, wow. We actually got through most of the topics. I apologize for those that I haven't enabled to talk about what they prepared. But I think it's important to give the audience a voice. If one thing we learned, and if one thing we learned to listen to others and give.
Okay, so Rhonda disappeared for a minute. She'll come back in a second. I want to say one word about what Stan and Ayelet says, is that the learning curve, there is a learning curve, and this is why we had 3 years. We got improved with every project that we did, and this is why we are offering all our outcomes and deliverables for you to use and for you to, this is capacity building. We develop this capacity for you to use and for you to duplicate, replicate, and learn from. So the site is available, the material is available. You can see every product that we documented everything, and we are of course now available for you for questions until Rhonda comes back. But we are open for questions, and you can ask almost everything, and we promise to answer almost everything.
Nava, can I say something?
Of course, Costa.
Yeah, I was following to you. You know, I was in various places until I would reach my hotel now. So listening, I have to comment 3 things. Listening the students, you know, I think that, you know, this was even better than published in Nature. Like, you know, to have such an impact as a project to students on how to save their life, I think that we can stop the meeting here, or even the project here, with their statements. Secondly, regarding, you know, my collaboration with Israeli colleges and universities in these hard times shows to me the commitment and the resilience of your nation. That is an example for all of us on how to operate under very difficult situations, not only because of the attitude of the people as well. So, you know, stay as a team. You know, I mean, we have not finished yet. We still have 3-4 months to do and perform. But, you know, stay as a team. It is the greatest proof of solidarity, and that we were a group of people. You were a group of people that you like very much. What are you doing? And you have placed this as a mission for you. Regarding institution, the impact, it was not only to it was to all partners. You know, my university, you know, in Crete, the Hellenic Mediterranean University, thanks to this project, launched its internationalization at home activities. We had no idea what it was. So even for us, it was a start. And we learned together with you, and we learned together with students today, because I have never, you know, considered the impact of the impact to the students. And this gives us the power to continue with you, but also for the students, our mission. And also someone mentioned this was not just a project. I think that we established, not with you, Kukla, because we know many years, but with the others, you know, a strong friendship. And if we get or not a project, this is not the important, it's the friendship. And I think that we build something more, we build a family together. So I would like to congratulate for your commitment. I think that we still can do much more, but we are going to adapt and we are going to improve. And as a teachers, we learn a lot. We have changed completely the way that we teach even the face-to-face. This facilitator mission is one of the most important student-centered activities. And also learning by interacting with so many colleagues, controlling yourself, controlling your habits, move outside of your comfort zone, adapt to the others' also priorities. It was a very big lesson. I think that the impact, it was a life lesson for me and for all of us than just a project. So I would like to thank you and keep going.
Okay, thank you very much. My internet dropped. I apologize, but
Rhonda,
we
there
have
are
a
some
team.
people who want to comment. I see Effie.
Okay, I'm going back on with the computer, and I'm now back on. So, who has their hand raised? Just call on somebody. Okay.
Effie wants to talk. Let me help you, Rhonda.
Okay.
Let me help you with that.
Hi.
Okay.
I'm very honored to be here with you. And I hear things that I really identify with. And my question, first of all, a big kol hakavod for what you're doing. Sounds amazing. And our college, I'm here today. Professor Orit Avidov-Unger is here today also with us. She's the head of the Internationalism Authority, Research and Internationalism, and I'm the coordinator at Ahva College. And what I would love to join some activities. We have ideas for courses, one of them that we are going to start next year, and we would love to have partners both in Israel and abroad. And that specific course is intended for teachers in their stage year, okay? But there is another course that we are dreaming of opening, also an international course. It can be a blended learning. It can be online, like you mentioned. I really identify with everything you just said, and it's part of our dreams. So I would love to cooperate with other colleges in Israel or universities and abroad as well. And I would love to know how to do that.
Okay. First of all, you provide us with your email address, and then we will put you onto our team, a group discussion, and then many of us are already thinking about new collaborations. We'll make sure that the Ahva I've worked with in the past, and I have very good, experience working with Ahva College, so we can discuss your thing in greater detail. So thank you for sharing this. And you know what? I'm going to share my email address also in this chat. If anybody.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Because Gordon College is also very much interested in always collaboration, international, national collaboration. So you can feel free to contact me personally now. We both have each other's email address. Is there anybody else that wanted to ask a question or have a comment or share some experience from the audience? We would be more than happy to hear what you have to say. Eric?
Hi, thank you. Eric Saranovitz from College School of Management at Tel Aviv University. I have a quick question. I don't know if maybe I can speak with someone after about this. One of the issues I have, I'm the director of the internationalization at Collar, is getting instructors and professors on board. They tend to want to work with their own colleagues in different institutions, whereas when I'm trying to put together programs, they tend to be with institutions that don't necessarily have collaboration already. I'm just wondering if you encountered that and how you got people to participate.
Rhonda, let me take this if you don't mind. I want to ask you, talking about internally in the university or with other institutions?
No, internally within the university, within the School of Management specifically.
Okay, can I answer that, Rhonda?
Yeah, of course you can. Could you just repeat the main question? I sort of lost what he said.
The question was how to get people inside the faculty, inside, in his case, Tel Aviv, or in our institutions, to cooperate on these kinds of international projects, which requires a lot of effort. And how to get them on board? That was the question, right, Eric? So I want to say that indeed, this is one of the questions we are asked all the time. Also, specifically in our case in HIT, that we sometimes teach together in courses, people say, how are people not only willing to contribute their time, but contribute their ego, meaning working together? Actually, that's the best medicine. These kind of projects, if you put them in perspective with a little bit of halo, and a little bit of spices, and a little bit of worth for the teachers, then they want to participate. It goes both for students and teachers, meaning you manage to, you look what is it that brings value to those, or to a group of teachers. Choose 1, 2, 3. Once you succeed, a lot of people will want to be part of this success. So you need to find the A team, the 3 or 4 people that are willing to go with you, that are creative, that are more imaginary, that are ones that are not afraid to take risks. Make them enthusiastic about this. And once it succeeds, and you need a good partners abroad, this is really the case, but once it succeeds, you will have more and more people want to join you. Costas wants to add to this.
I can also add to this, but Costas, as coordinator, I'll give you the floor.
We are not in the military. We don't have rankings in impact. However, I would like to add, on what Nava has mentioned, that another way to engage, not engage, your staff, is like to integrate the content of the online, of the COIL, of the blended course to the existing courses that you have in Tel Aviv, if I got it well, in Tel Aviv University. So it's like what Nava, you need motivated people, but in order also to motivate the unmotivated one, make their life simple and easy. So try to integrate learning outcomes within the online or the blended course of existing courses that these people already work. So it's part of an existing course and it's not an extra work for them. This is another tip that I would like to provide to the colleague from the Tel Aviv University.
Rhonda, may I add something from my experience creating a coil on business English at the Western Galilee College?
Okay.
Okay, so this is how it went. When I wrote in the chat by turning your goal to a shared goal. Okay, when it starts with planning the syllabus and not just sharing your syllabus with others. You start planning together, the first step together. What we did with the business course is that we initiated a meeting. We invited partners from different universities, from Impact and other partners into a meeting to discuss what our goals are, what our objective learning outcomes, how we want to assess, what topics we want to cover, and everybody was adding their ideas or was adding his or her vision to this course. And at the end, we had a shared product. It's something, a syllabus that was created by everybody, and the assessment, the conduct of the course was something that was decided on together with the team. Okay, from the beginning. That's the idea.
Eric, were you just talking about COIL courses, or did you mean some sort of engagement with internationalization?
Both. I think the COIL course is the easiest way.
So one of the most find out which faculty members have good partners abroad, and then you have them build on their a network, and you encourage this sort of the process which we gave now, and you have in the website of Impact several trainings about how to build COIL courses. What works, how to make it engaging. Because it's just not having an assignment and having them do it. It's a way of engaging the students. Even if you have 200 in the classroom, you can, in an online course that you teach synchronically, you can have breakout rooms which students are engaged in the learning process. So it's a matter of guiding and knowing how to structure. So, but you first have to get your colleagues who are engaged in and have partners that are in other countries and that have a network. Okay, anybody else have?
Can I add something?
Yeah, sure.
I think you can, like, Rhonda said it perfectly, like engaging the students is very hard, and with the workshops really engaged everyone. And I think you can do the same thing with lecturers, treat them as you treat the students, because they are the final customer, and you should treat them with the same treatment that you want them to treat the students. I think that will work best for you.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe
Eric,
do like a COIL course for them.
I also wrote my email in the chat. You can reach me and we'll discuss further because we have a lot of tips, functional ones.
Any other questions? Actually, officially,
Yeah, we're done. Yeah.
We're done officially. But if somebody is enthusiastic, I'm willing to hang around and say a few things if I may not only co-host. If not, I think this was an amazing hour and a half, and I think I feel it was engaging, and I want to thank all of my colleagues. You know, they thought I would have a hard job. Well, with their participation, my job was easy. So I want to thank you very much for making this job of moderation a breeze. I had full faith that things would come together because the project is so great. In other words, we all gained from this project, and I want to thank you all for your participation, not only in this event, but for over the 3 years in building a partnership and friendship that will go on beyond the life of the project. So thank you very much. And
thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations again.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you all.
And keep safe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Stay
Thank
safe.
you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you very
Thank you.
much.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, thank you.
Open a little bit so
And we
people.
succeed to have an hour and a half without a siren takeoff. I